Yeah, 2G, the rap game changed with one name. Jules aim to slain anything on this plane. Remains are found when the best kept secret get heated. You went platinum with a ghostwriter, so in the game you won, you cheated. My slang banging, you need it. Man enough to pull a gun, be man enough to squeeze it. Down if you don't believe it. Anything to do with millions, I'ma be with it. Hats off to the hardcore niggas, fuck the rest.
Not a game. We talking about practice.
Never mistake me for a fake.
Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice. I know I'm supposed to be there. I know I'm supposed to lead by example. I know that. And I'm not shoving it aside, you know, like it don't mean anything. I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We're talking about practice, man. When you come in the arena and you see me play, don't you? You see me give everything I got, right? But we talking about practice right now.
Let me tell y'all something right now. Outside of my father and my uncles, this guy Bubba Chuck was the biggest influence on me as a person.
You know, if I died and came back, I would want to be Allen Iverson all over again.
Born Allen Iverson, but known as Bubba Chuck from Stuart Gardens. If you know anything about Virginia, you know about Stuart Gardens, the trenches. From Newport News, 757 Hampton Roads area, that's where AI from. But we talking about the 7 cities in Virginia, let's go down the list. Bruce Smith, Lawrence Taylor, Michael Vick, Percy Harvin. I mean, the list goes on. Hall of Fame guys, Ern Brooks. He's not a Hall of Famer, but Ern Brooks was good for a couple years in the NFL. That's just a few names on a long list of talented athletes. They say it's something in the water over there.
With the first pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
The 96 draft had some notable names. Kobe Bryant, Ray Allen, Steve Nash, Marcus Camby. Iverson went #1. Now, Iverson not only just went #1, his rookie season, he averaged 23 points per game, which landed him a Rookie of the Year award. That wasn't the most impressive thing he did in his rookie season, though. March 12, 1997, Phil Jackson calls from the sideline, Michael! He wanted Michael to pick up AI at the top of the key. AI took this time to show up the GOAT. He caught him with a feint one to see if Mike was gonna bite. Mike bit. Then he went to the full jump. Mike bit again. Iverson came back over, splashed it in Mike's face. Mike ain't usually get shown up like that. People have got good plays off of Michael Jordan. For a rookie to come into the league and do that to Mike, that was impressive at that time. And that move right there brought on an onslaught of an arsenal of offensive moves. That hesitation, that dribble Iverson did, everybody has that in the offensive game now. If you're a prolific scorer in the NBA today, they all got that move. Even Kobe adopted it. Before that move, you had the crossover. Iverson didn't invent the crossover. You had Tim Hardaway, guys like Kenny Anderson, Tim Hardaway, Sham God. Guys could dribble. Iverson brought a new nastiness to it though. It was crazy. They had to call Palmer on him. They tried to call Curry on him now. And his hand stayed on the side of the ball. It was never under the ball. His hand, if you look at it, it stays on the side of the ball. If y'all notice, when Iverson's in college, he didn't have that crossover like that. He had it, but it wasn't like that. He got that move from a guy from Washington, D.C. named Dean Perry. He'll tell you that in this clip.
I'm not gonna ask this guy how to teach me how to do it, but at some point I was like, man, the move is so vicious. I gotta ask him.
And from there on, my man became a prolific scorer every year in the league till he retired. Usually when you keep playing for like 15 years, your points per game average go down because you got your little down years you old. Iverson retired. His career average is 26 points per game. He's third all time in playoff scoring and points per game behind Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
Iverson was the first one to come to the game in the sweats and the jerseys and all of that. So,
chained up.
Yeah, all
Kicking
of
that flavor.
And
With
give you
his
30.
chains on.
Yeah.
By Iverson's second year, he came full blossom. The tattoos came out, the braids came out. He came to the games like he just left a dice game on the block.
When I was leaving from the arena, I was going to the club.
He ain't had his suits on like everybody used to wear. Iverson had his t-shirt, his do-rag, his hat, pants baggy. He was the culture. He was the walking culture. He represented urban America.
I was tired of people fucking my hair up on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was getting haircuts and they were destroying. I was like, okay, if I just grow my hair out and get cornrows, then I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason I did it. It ain't had nothing to do with me trying to look like a thug or be a thug and nothing. You know what I mean? I was just tired of people messing my hair up.
Guys wasn't wearing cornrows in the league like that. And if they did, they didn't have the swirlies, the train tracks. Iverson came in with the style. People around the way started getting their hair done like Iverson, man, because we ain't never seen them styles before. He was getting his hair braided by his mom on the sideline during the game. Like, that's the culture for you. If that ain't culture for you, what is? And now you see guys with all kinds of cornrows, the mellows, the locks coming down. You seen Jermaine O'Neal and all the Darius Miles. And it ain't stopped with the braids, it was the tats too. Back then it was only him and Dennis Rodman. And Dennis Rodman, you already know he was a wild boy. He had his hair all kinds of colors. This is why it was a big deal. If people did have tattoos, they didn't expose it. It was like on their chest or their stomach or their back or something. It was covered up. Iverson had it like, look, I got them all down my arms, on my neck, on my leg. What you gonna do about it? Stop me from scoring. If you don't want me to be cool, stop me from scoring. And couldn't nobody do it.
2001 NBA MVP, Allen Iverson.
Iverson's most prolific year was his MVP year, when he led the 76ers to the 2001 NBA Finals against the unstoppable Los Angeles Lakers with Shaq and Kobe. This is why that was significant. Shaq and Kobe, them Lakers, they one of arguably the greatest teams of all time. I know we say Golden State and we say Chicago. They swept every team in the playoffs that year. They didn't lose a game until they got to the finals and they played against the answer. This is a pivotal time in his career because game one, he dropped 48 points and he beat the team that didn't lose to nobody in the postseason. The thing that stood out the most about that, not Kobe, not Shaq, AI and that sleeve, started a whole trend. That was the first time we seen a sleeve on an NBA player that everybody wears or wore after that, and to this day they still wear it. And honestly, that sleeve was because he was injured. It wasn't even for fashion. He had bursitis in his elbow. That's why he wore it. But Iverson was so cool just being Iverson, it became a fashion statement. Now you see guys wear two sleeves. You see guys with leg sleeves, one leg sleeve. You see guys with two leg sleeves. You see guys with both arms and leg sleeved. Like, Iverson started a lot of stuff that he don't get credit for.
Nobody play the same. We don't play the same. We don't look the same. You know what I mean? So why should we dress the same?
My man changed the game on the court and off the court so much that they started making up dress code rules for him. The shirt and ties upstairs, the corporate guys started pushing back. Now you gotta wear professional attire.
When I was young, man, I never wore no suit or dressed up to go to the park to play. I always thought that, you know, wearing a suit and all that stuff was very, very uncomfortable. But it's way more professional. Being older now, it even looked better.
Like, it wasn't no rule against it first, because guys just thought you just had to wear a suit. I was the first one like, who told? I don't wear suits.
Coming up where I'm from, when you wore a suit, you was wearing a suit to church or a funeral.
Yeah, we loved it, but everybody didn't like it. If you didn't abide by the dress code rule, you'll be fined. And Iverson paid the fine a few times. He was making enough money. We ain't even talk about his shoe deal with Reebok.
Like, I don't think I changed much because, you know, when somebody hands you a shoe and said, this is your shoe, probably could have handed me a Timberland and I would have played in that. You know, it just was icing on the cake that they look good enough to where people still wear them 25 or more years later.
Remember his first year, the questions came out, they was a big deal. I had a pair as a child. I couldn't be denied. My parents, I wasn't going for it. But when the questions came out, that was a big deal. When the answers came out with the zipper, they took over the world. Everybody got them. Iverson was rivaling Nike by himself with Reebok. Reebok realized the value of AI back then, man, because they gave him a lifetime deal. He was an asset to their company then, and he still is now. And also, before the answer was a 3, I was down in Georgetown with a lawyer chick. He was all over the rap world. Rappers wanted to be like him. They always made reference to him. That was the Jay-Z bar, if you ain't know. Jay-Z, Ludacris. Everybody had to have an AI bar somewhere in their verse because he literally personified the culture.
Go, here it comes. Where'd he learn that?
If you still don't believe Allen Iverson is the culture, NBA 2K, the game we all love today, guess who was branded around? Iverson was on 2K first cover, 2K1, 2K2, 2K3, and 2K4. He was on the cover 5 years in a row. It's never been done. I don't think it's gonna be done again. Slack time. I don't know what's going on right now, but y'all already know what it is. We already know what we need to go do. Slack time. Subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification bell. Hashtag UPTAF. Let's get it.
20 whips equipped with 20 extra clips of my own. Real meaning sitting on chrome. Bad news VA is where I call home.
He's right in front of you, dude. Come on, baby. I ain't trying to show you up now, but it's right there. It's right there, man.
Oh, you finished?
If I build myself up and get a whole lot of muscles and come back in here and look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, are y'all gonna give me the MVP award automatically? Will you please do that? If I come in here and look swole and big and strong and tough, y'all gonna give me that award, right?
No, I didn't say that. I asked you when you finished, because you came over very politely and we talked. And if I missed it, I missed it. So you were very polite, you know?
Yeah. That's what I get all game, huh? If I miss it, I miss it.
Yeah. What? Oh, yo, it worked for real, man. Yeah. Why not? I mean, I've been the MVP, bony as hell. I've been the MVP, bony as hell. So what I gotta do? Y'all tell me what y'all want me to do.
Personally, for me, it'd be a great experience, you know, to play this basketball game. You know, I'm sure to be. That's Allen, huh? Let's see. I'm gonna take that one.
Man, you threw Gatorade on me. I'm do whatever the coach wants me to do out there on the basketball court. He give me an assignment, I'll just try to carry it out to the fullest.
Even practice?
Practice?